Hi, professors Luis Fernando Niño Vázquez, Alfonso Meléndez, Fabio Augusto González Osorio. I start the support of the mini project proposal presented by David Valero. Article source data collected by Lothar Campbell, October 5, 1999, transformed into PAGEC format by B. Batelli, February 9, 2001. Reference Darkenston Seminar Link Analysis and Visualizations. Darkenston 1 to 6 July 2001. The networks compiled by Lothar Campbell describes the 32 soccer teams that participated in the 1988 World Cup in France. Description of the problem that was solved. The national team's players often have contracts in other countries. This constitutes a players' market where national teams support players in other countries. Members of 32 teams had contracts in a total of 35 countries. Through the science of networks, we want to obtain the following information: on which teams export how many players to which country. Some countries only export players, some countries are only importers. Identify which countries are the only exporters. Identify which countries are only importers. Which country is the largest importer of players? Which country is the largest exporter of players? Determine which country have a good leagues. Determine which countries have a good players, ranking according to the numbers of important players and ranking according to the number of exporting players. Type of models and methods used in the solution of the problem. Counting which team exports how many players to which country can be described with the value asymmetry graph. It can also describe as a small word network. The graph is very asymmetric. Can countries only export players? Some countries are only importers. Centers and authorities. In direct networks, we can normally identify two types of the important vertices: hubs and authorities. A vertex is a good center if it points to many good authorities, and it is a good authority if many good centers point to it. The centers and authorities are related to the centrality of the agent vector. Descriptions of the data set used. The two-mode relation is arc I-J. Player I has a contract in country. The data is available on the article's website, and we manipulate its of GP. Descriptions of the results of the work. Degree centrally. There are countries that are only exporters, like Yugoslavia, Romania, Norway, Nigeria. There are countries that are only importers, like Spain, France, Turkey, Greece. Spain imports players from the largest numbers of different countries, 18, followed by Italy and Germany, importing from 16 countries, and Nigeria exports players to the most different countries, 10. Hubs and authorities. The authorities are countries that have a good languages. The hubs have countries that have good players. Hubs: Yugoslavia, Norway, Argentina, Romania, Croatia, Denmark. Yugoslavia, point 41, and Norway, point 38. Are much more important hubs than others. Argentina, pound, point 28. Hubs and authorities, the Netherlands, Scotland, Brazil, Austria. Authorities, Spain, point 58. Every time, point 54. Italy, point 45. Germany, point 31. France, point 16. And Turkey, point 16. The countries are rated in the descending order according to the weights and the centers of authorities. When comparing the centrality of the degrees with the centers and the authorities, two questions arise. Why is Nigeria not a major hub when thought it exports to the most numbers of different countries? There are two reasons. The degree centrally used only counts the different countries when players are exported to and not how many players. While this information players it's used when calculating centers and authorities. If we count many players are exported and these dates are valued in degrees, we obtain ranking according to the number of imported players. Spain 54, Argentina 15, Italy 42, Germany 39. Ranking according to the numbers of exported players. Norway 22, Yugoslavia 21, Nigeria 22, Cameroon 20. We see that Nigeria is no longer in the top sport, and even more important reasons is the Nigeria exports a much smaller proportion of its players to the top languages authorities. Then Yugoslavia and Norway, for example, to the top languages Spain, Italy, Germany, France, and Britain. Nigeria exports only 10 of the 21 exporters players, 48%. Yugoslavia exports 19 of the 20 exporters players, 19. Norway exports 16 of 22 exporters players, 77%. Why is Argentina among to the hubs even though it doesn't export many players? Only 13. Argentina exports these 33 players only to two countries, but these two countries have the best languages. They are authorities. It exports 4 players to Spain and 9 players to Italy.